There are moments on the night shift when you can feel something is wrong before anyone says a word, before a call light goes off, before a scream echoes down the hallway, before your body catches up to what your instincts already know. This is one of those moments. Welcome to Hospital Horrors, where we share unsettling, true-to-experience stories from real hospitals and medical facilities. These are the incidents whispered about during overnight shifts, the situations that never make it into training manuals, and the experiences medical staff don't forget. Tonight's story comes from a locked unit in a hospital where security protocols were taken seriously. Doors that did not open unless they were supposed to. Names and identifying details have been changed for privacy. It was just after midnight when the screaming started. Not the kind of yelling that comes with pain or confusion. This was terror. A patient on the unit began screaming that someone was in their room. Not a staff member, not another patient. Someone watching them. 2 nurses responded immediately, assuming it was agitation, delirium, or a nightmare. The patient had been restless earlier, but nothing out of the ordinary. When they entered the room, the patient was sitting upright in bed, shaking. They kept pointing toward the doorway. "He's still there," the patient said. "You have to make him leave." The nurses checked the room, bathroom, closet, corners, nothing. They tried to calm the patient, explaining that no one else was there. That's when the patient said something neither nurse expected. "He's wearing something over his head," the patient whispered. "Like a bag. I can't see his face." The nurses exchanged a look. Before either of them could respond, the patient screamed again and pointed past them toward the hallway. "He's moving," the patient said. "He's going to the doors." The nurses stepped into the hallway. At the far end of the corridor were the unit's double doors, heavy, locked, and controlled by badge access. Beyond them was another secured area of the hospital, and standing in front of those doors was a shadow. Not a person you could clearly see, just a dark shape, tall, unmoving, blocking part of the light. One nurse froze. The other reached instinctively for her radio. And then the shadow moved. It didn't walk. It didn't run. It glided. Straight through the locked double doors. The doors never opened. There was no sound, no swipe, no alarm. The shadow simply passed through solid metal and disappeared on the other side. Both nurses stood there in silence. Security was called immediately. They checked the doors, still locked. Access logs showed no entries or exits. They reviewed the cameras. The hallway was empty. No shadow, no figure, no distortion. Just 2 nurses standing in the corridor staring at doors that had never moved. The patient was transferred later that night. Staff tried to rationalize what happened. Hallucinations, exhaustion, lighting, shadows from equipment. But neither nurse ever forgot the way the patient described it before anyone else saw anything. The bag over the head, the watching, the certainty. And neither nurse would work that unit alone again, because hospitals are built on rules, locked doors, controlled access, barriers meant to protect the living, and sometimes, on the night shift, something reminds you that not everything follows them. Have a hospital or medical horror story to share? Email hospitalhorrorstories@gmail.com and your story might be featured in a future episode. Until next time, keep the lights on.